Good morning everyone, it's Brenda, welcome back. It's a bit late of a video today because I had some troubles. I had made the video and it shut off. So I'm hoping that this one will work. I had posted on Facebook and Instagram this little desk folio thing that I had made, and I was asked if I could show how I put it together. So I'm going to do that today. I should know better than to do things without you, because there are people who like to see what I do. And so there's 4 panels. It's put together with napkin on the cover. I have 2 different napkins. And there's pocket and there's a flip with stickers, and this is just a top of a mailer. And then some paper samples and a tuck spot, and then it all gets folded up together like this. So the one that I did, that I thought I was doing with you, was this one here. And I used the napkin. Such a pretty napkin it is. And so then I recreated it here. Just a bit different, but I mean, the only thing really different are the embellishments on it. So we're going to attempt to do it again today. So if you'd like to craft along with me, grab a file folder, and you can do it any height that you want. I think mine I did at, I think it was 8. I'm going to do it at 8.5 maybe, just to give it a nice height. Oops, I don't want to do the back side of it. So let's turn it around. I'd like to have the tabs. So I'm just going to cut that down. And this keep, because it can always be used for another little folio of some sort if you'd like to use it. All right, so this is what I have. Just like this. And for the natural fold, I just took in the sides and brought them close to, but not up to, the score line. I'm just going to put a distress line there, and then you'll be able to see it. Just like that. And I'm thinking as I look at it, how I would like it. So I'm going to do it this way, but then now you can see the line there. I don't have my cover there because it was a mess, but if you see there, it's just in from the score mark. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. There we go. So then we have this. And you can do all the inking if you want. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to ink this one. So then when we turn it around to the back, I have the same napkin that we played with yesterday. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to glue it just up to the score mark. I'm not going to go over it. And I'm going to use both napkins, and then I'll trim it. But I would like it to be a little bit over so that it can be folded inside. You'll see that in a minute. It's a pretty quick project anyway, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to use up your napkins and your bits and pieces. But I just thought, what a sweet little project that we can just add it to sit on your desk, and you can grab from it, whether it be stickers or stamps or cards of any kind. You can just fill it with the project of the day, whatever you're working on. You know, you can just add in your little goods to this, and then they're all there for you. And I don't mind wrinkles, as long as it's, yeah, I don't mind wrinkles. It just adds to the look, and that tore already, but it happens. I'm not going to be too concerned about it. And this was a 3-plied napkin, and I did take off the 2 backs, and I used tape to do that. So I just took a piece of tape off and ripped it up the back to remove it, because I can't pull them apart with my fingers. If you can do that, well, that's awesome, because I cannot. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I'm sorry I jumped right into doing this. It happens. You get a little flustered. I get a little flustered, I should say, about when things happen. You know, they're so unexpected. And so I completely cleaned out my phone. So I'm really hoping that that will help. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take it to the line, and I'm not gonna go over it because, I mean, you can add lace down there, and then it helps it to not crack if it's not on the line. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but just in case, I don't want to take any chances. Okay, so that's that. Move that out of the way. And then anything that isn't stuck, you can just re-glue it down. So I'm going to, I think you can see, I'm just going to cut, but leaving a bit so that it can overlap on the file folder. Doesn't have to be straight, it'll be covered by paper, you know, so if you're like me and you can't cut a straight line worth a darn, don't be concerned. It's all gonna be great, and it's all gonna be beautiful once it's finished. Just turn it around. The trick is always going around the tabs, how it looks. Trying to, I had tried to not rip it around it, but tried to fold it in. So see if I can try it a different way today. Maybe it'll work a little differently. But I'm going to leave it like that. Let's move this stuff out of the way. All right, glue stick, whatever glue of choice that you're working with. And then I'm just going to go along the edges. All the way down. And then I'm just going to, the trick is to fold it over so that it's tight with the edge. I didn't do that very well on yesterday's bit, but I did cut it down, and so here, coming around the little bit here, so I'm just gonna try and squish it, and it did rip, but I'm not too concerned about it ripping. It can be covered up with some prettiness, whether it be a label or something like that. Ink it up. It's a corner, so you can just ink them up. There we go. It's kind of a cloudy today. As you know, I'm in Alberta, and it's election day for Albertans today. So after I'm done here, my husband and I will head to the polls and give our vote, cast our vote, whatever the proper terminology is. And yeah, that'll be done. All right, so again, I'm just gonna try and squish it down. If I tear it up this part, then it may help it to come down. So let's just see if that works. just going to give this a little trim. Don't need a lot of the tissue, it's just to go around it. And if you don't have file folders, you don't have to use file folders. You can use cardstock. You can use your pretty papers. You know, it doesn't have to be a base of a file folder if you don't have it. So don't let that stop you if you want to make one. All right, let me just run a bit of ink or glue. All right, so then there we go. There's our back. And yep, I'll put a piece of lace down the edge there so you won't even see that. And so I have a couple pieces of cardstock, and these are just from Michael's. It's called Bloomfetti. It's an older pad, and it just has some pretty florals in here and splashes of color, and it's quite pretty. And I'm working my way through all through my cardstock. So I cut the file folder to 8.5, and I cut these down to 8. So you can have them smaller if you want, but I'm just going to start each panel. Like I didn't want to cut it ahead of time because the folds are different, so they're not all going to be the same size, right? So I'm going to just put it where I want it to be, and this time I'll just turn it upside down. Sometimes I forget to do that, and then my paper ends up with a little tiny pencil dot that I have to find an eraser for so I can get rid of it. And now it's a pencil. You know how you have everything and then things get so flustered and then I can't find anything. So I'm just going to move this up a little bit, just put it where I want it, and I'm going to make a little tick just like that. And then the next little tick, I'm going to do the 2 panels here with this pretty paper. And then the nice thing about cutting it down to whatever height you want, you just have to make your 3 lines, and then you have your panels. So I'm just going to grab this. I will not cut freehand because I don't do a straight line very well. And that's the little piece that was in between. And if I did it right, then this will be good. And then here's a piece left over, and that can be used for a pocket or a long tuck spot, whatever you'd like. All right, so then this will go here. Use my wet glue. I did prep my glue this morning, so I'm hoping that it will play nice. There we go. And the wet glue will attach nicely to the napkin, which is wonderful. So there we go. And then I'm just gonna keep it away from the center fold and then just try to make it even up and down. All right, and then this one will go here. Looks like it's gonna fit. Sometimes I've been known to second guess myself with cuts, and then I start trimming and then it's doesn't work too well for me. I end up with it too short or something, so this time I'm just going for it. And then just use this and spread the glue. Just helps bring the glue out to the corners, just like that. And then the second piece, just these beautiful flowers. And I'm going to do the exact same thing and just mark where I want it. Upside down, of course. go there, and then there, and then probably right there. Yeah, that looks about right. So I hope you've all had a chance to check out the giveaway video. I'll link it below, and the fun part about it is you can have 2 entries into the giveaway. How fun is that, right? It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm not sure, was it this one? Maybe I did this one a little thinner than I had thought. Sorry, I'm just going to redo this one, but do it from the top. I just want to make sure I have a little more of this covered than I thought I did. Here, just try there. But what it is when you comment on the video, you automatically, excuse me, are entered into the draw. And if you decide to send me a tag, you'll have a second entry into the draw. There we go, that's better. And I just think that's going to be so much fun to do that. And so hopefully you'll play along. I know I've left it open until the 29th of June because I know people who want to do that but are on vacation. And so I thought to give everybody time, keeping it to the end of June is a fun way to do that. And the reason why I'm doing it like that is because on June the 2nd, it will be 1 year that I've been doing videos on YouTube. Like, how exciting is that? It took me so long to decide to do my first video. I was scared to, I guess. Maybe scared isn't the right word, but I didn't know what I had to offer and if it was any good, you know, because there are so many wonderful crafters here. And so, yeah. But anyway, so there's the inside. So I just want to make sure it's going to close proper. Probably should have done that beforehand. So there, and that's what it will look like when it's all closed up. So let's decorate the inside. So here's a mailer, and excuse me, all I did was measure it. I just kind of brought it almost to the edge of the paper, and then I measured it. I just put a little tick to where I want it cut, and then I'll do that. And then you'll have a nice pocket. And why not, eh? These mailers make great pockets. But I mean, if you don't want to put a long one there, you can add smaller pockets. You can do, you know, 3 smaller pockets. You can do your book page side tucks and have 3 of them if you want. So there, then it's open. And I'm just going to glue it so that it's closed, and that just along the bottom and up the side. Things get a little slippery without my mat, but I didn't want to use it anymore because it's a mess. And so there, I'm just going to close it up, make a nice miniature envelope just like that, and then I'm going to glue it all down. I'm not going to leave it open anywhere, which I know it's unheard of, since I like pockets and tucks in everything. But there's gonna be lots of tucks and stuff in here, so that's okay. All right, so there we go. Just gonna put it down. Try to leave just a touch of a border around it. You don't have to. You can put it as the exact same size as your paper underneath, but this way you see just a hint of it, right? And then there's a pocket, and then this thing, I just add a touch of glue to the corner of it because it sticks up. And there we go. So we have that. So we're just gonna do the stuff, and then we will add in everything else. So this one is going to have a little tuck spot. If you look on my original one, there's a little tuck spot right there. So we'll do that next. Yeah, we have kind of a gray day today, so, but that's all right too. I'm hoping that it rains. It rained yesterday or last night for like maybe 2 minutes. It was nothing substantial by any means, which is unfortunate. But we're hoping for some more rain today. There we go. And I'm just going to add it right there. And it's the same height as the paper, of course, because it's a cutoff. There we go. And then we can add a few things into the tuck spot. I just have a few little pieces. Here's some little word prompt thingies, not even full words, they're pieces of words. So there we've got that. And then I have some book page and some music page, just some random pieces here. And there's no amount that you have to have. It's just whatever. You can have all blank paper if you want, so that you can have pages that you can write on, pull out, cut off, rip, you know, whatever. And then I just laid a wider one at the back, and then I'm just going to put them back and forth just so you can see the different layers that are here, which is a lot of fun, I think. So maybe I will add this one, but I'll pop it in here for, so there. Can't really see that one, but that's okay. So that way and that way. And then I just stapled them together. Maybe this one needs 3 because the paper's a little smaller. And then it's going to get added there. But before I do that, I'm going to just grab my ruler and take off some of these ends. I'm not sure how the height is. Let's find out. There we go. Do that one, and then this one just a little longer. There, so then you have different levels of the paper. And then I just glued it on. That was my practicing my spritzing with the ink, spraying different inks, trying to make, and then I just rubbed it all together. I don't know, I was just playing around. So there, and then you can just add a topper to it. You don't have to, but you know, if you want to, then you can. So then there's that. Like, it's looking pretty sharp already. All right, and then this can get put here just as a topper. I mean, it's just something visual. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. Come on. It's just a smaller piece. Just like that. Add a little extra glue. And then you can just grab some goodies, and you have them in the pocket, just like that. And then I just have some stickers, and I just use stickers to add elements there. I don't have a big flower like I had before, but see if I can get these apart without too much grief. There we go. These are old and they still come off really nice. So there you go, and it just adds another little element there. So let's see. So that's this one. And instead of the flowers, I put butterflies there. So, and that's cute too. So then I just have this random piece of paper sitting here, and all the paper that Michaels has is one-sided, because to purchase something that's double-sided costs you a lot more money. So this, all I did is I made a little tuck spot, just like that, and then that's going to go, oops, if I can pick it up, I'm going to add that right there as a flip. So let me just turn this over, and I'm just going to add glue down the bottom there. I just want to make sure that it's going to stay, which obviously it should because the glue. I'm just going to glue it down like that, and then it becomes a tuck spot, just like that. Okay, and then there's our flip. And let's see, a little pocket on the inside. Like, it goes by so fast, doesn't it? So, just, I need a little something for a pocket. Okay, I'm just going to, oh, that's the same paper. Let's use a piece of this. There we go, just up there. And I'm going to just put a thumb notch in the top. And glue it on. Pick your height, however high up you want it to go, and then just make your pocket. And then there you go. Another one of these things there fit nicely right in there. And then I'm just going to add a little tuck spot at the side here. What kind of tuck spot? Let me just see what I have over here. Maybe something a little different. I just have some scrap paper, but the color is in keeping with what we have here, so not a very good cutter. So there we go, and then I'll just cut down the side, and then that's going to go right there on there. Hopefully I haven't been off screen at all. Oh boy, I always wonder about that, but hopefully not. So there we go. So lovely. And then I just have some flowers. They can get tucked right inside there. And these little tickets came from Lenore in some Happy Mail. And they can get put right in there as well. And then you can always add more stickers. If you have butterflies, use your butterflies, use your flowers, birds, whatever you would like to use. I mean, I've had this box of stickers for such a long time that I really want to use it. So there's going to be that, and I'm going to add this rose right there. But then it's decorating. You decorate it any way you want, make it pretty. There we go. So we have our little tuck, we have our pocket, and we've added some goodies inside. We have our side tuck, we put some goodies in there. And then in this one, we've got some stuff right there. And then I just added a word. I did cut apart a word. I'm not sure what happened to it. So I'm going to add this just here at the corner, and it's just for visual purposes. But how wonderful to do a bunch of these and mail them out. You can fill them with all kinds of goodness, and just like, look how pretty that is. I just love it. It's so awesome. And then close it up, and then I'm going to add a sticker there. And it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. It can just be a piece of greenery like that. Could be a mushroom. And what about something like this? Like, beautiful. Let's see if it comes off. Most of them cooperate. Oh, beautiful, it did. There we go. And then just add it. Oh, yes. And there we go. So then when you close it and you have the cover, and I did not, that's one thing I forgot to grab, was something for the cover. So let me just grab this right away. I have these cards. They came from Tracy, my sister-in-law. I'm just going to quickly cut it down because it's going to be way too big for the cover. So if I trim the cream cardstock away, then it should be good. Have you been in your craft room yet today? Are you making some pretties? What are you working on today? There we go. So I'm just going to, and I just rip it down and then do that, and then I just trim it off, and then the rest can be used for something else. So make sure I have it on the right side. Oops. But now I have 3 of these made, so that's awesome because there's 3 people that are going to receive them. So how fun is that? Can't get over that. Oops, I used my wet glue for this. And then I just added a piece of the doily there, and then glued it on. And then I'm just going to add it to the cover, and then just add a little bit of glue, and I'll just move it with my finger, and that way it won't be coming through the doily as much. This was just sitting here, so I'm wondering if I can add it somewhere. So, but I'm just going to get a sticker and add it onto there, just because my other 2 I did add a word, but there's words right there, and so I'll just add some flowers there. Come on, come apart. It wants to, and then it doesn't. There we go. We'll just move this up, and I'm just going to set it in the corner, just like that. So it just gives it another pretty little element. So this is it. What do you think? Thanks to those of you who wanted to see it. I really enjoy making this kind of stuff. It's a great way to fill, and then I just thought it'd be nice to have it sitting on your desk, you know, and you can take from it as you need, and or you can fill it up and mail it out to someone and fill it with ephemera bits and let them have a play with it. So there we go. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it, so I really hope you try one. So there's the 3 of them. This is one we did yesterday, this is one I did on my own, and this is we did together. Okay? I hope you try to make a bunch of these, and if you do, can you please tag me if you do Instagram or Facebook, or if you don't do any of that stuff, then just send me an email and with a picture of what you've created. I'd really enjoy seeing them. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new, welcome. I'm so happy that you've joined us. And I will link the giveaway video below with my address details, and so hopefully you'll check that out. God bless. Bye for now.